Go ahead and call the meeting to order. Can we have a roll call, please? Rob, are you there?
Yeah. Ms. Camerisi?
Here.
Mr. Ernst?
Here.
Kessel?
Here.
Ms. Lally?
Here.
And Mr.
Here.
Riffle? I'm sorry, Ms. Resnick
Here.
and Mr. Riffle.
Here.
This time, I believe that the Finance Committee received some information about our reconciliation and everything. Do we have a report on that today?
I did not receive anything, and my email is not working at the moment.
Sharon?
Else has.
Yes, I received mine. I didn't have any questions.
I received mine. I don't have any questions.
Okay. So with that being said, we need a motion to approve the reading of the bills of bank reconciliation.
I so moved. Oh, I'll second it.
And Mr. Riffle and Miss Lally, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Let's do a roll call once we have everybody.
Ms. Camerisi?
Aye.
Mr. Ernst?
Aye.
Mr. Kessel?
Aye.
Ms. Lally?
Aye.
Ms. Resnick?
Aye.
Mr. Riffle?
Aye.
The bills of bank reconciliation for the month have been approved. This time, everybody should have received a copy in their packet for the minutes. We have two sets of minutes. First off, I need the minutes from March 16th. Was there any questions or situations? I need a motion to adopt the minutes for March 16th.
I so moved.
I'll second.
Okay, roll call, please.
Ms. Camerisi?
Aye.
Mr. Ernst?
Aye.
Mr. Kessel?
Aye.
Ms. Lally?
Aye.
Resnick?
Aye.
Riffle?
Aye.
The minutes for the March 16th 2020 council meeting have been approved. The second set of minutes would be for the third special meeting that we had. Anybody have any questions on that?
No.
Carson, on there at the very bottom where it said the adjournment, I think it said Mr. Lally and Ms. Riffle. That needs to be fixed.
Did you catch that, Rob?
I can take care of that, yeah.
Okay, with the corrections, do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
I make a motion.
Have a second?
Second.
Okay, roll call.
Ms. Camerisi?
Aye.
Mr. Ernst?
Aye.
Mr. Kessel?
Aye.
Ms. Lally?
Aye.
Ms. Resnick?
Aye.
And Mr. Riffle?
Aye.
The minutes for the April 3rd special council meeting have been approved. Do we have any communication?
I do not have any, Carson.
Any committee reports?
Say no.
Mayor's monthly report.
For the month of March 2020, the amount was $7,364.77.
Okay. This time I need a motion to approve the mayor's report.
I make a
So
motion.
moved. I'll second.
Mr. Riffle and Mr. Kessel.
Yes.
Have a roll call, please.
Ms. Camerisi?
Aye.
Mr. Ernst?
Aye.
Mr. Kessel?
Aye.
Ms. Lally?
Aye.
Resnick?
Aye.
Riffle?
Aye.
Mayor's monthly report has been approved. Okay, on to the administrative report. Do we have a administrative report tonight?
We do. I'm sure everyone is aware that although the stay-at-home order is to be lifted as of May 1st. It is not yet known how the governor's office intends to roll this out. Because certain standards of social distancing will be required, and we hear that there's going to be different steps or phases to this whole process. The village is not going to have any events or activities for the month of May at the rec center or at the shelter at Ziegler Park. And at this time, we also plan on keeping the municipal building closed to the public during business or daytime hours as we go into May. We are hopeful that we can have an in-person ECC meeting and council meeting with social distancing guidelines in place, but that is all still being discussed and will be driven by the guidelines that we hope to hear coming out of the governor's office very soon. So that's a bit of a work in progress, but at least wanted to update council on the recreation and events, etc. Nothing in the rec center or at the picnic shelter through the entire month of May. In that respect, Memorial Day for 2020 will be canceled, even though, again, the governor is lifting some of the stay-at-home regulations. There's so much pre-planning that goes into an event like that. And just unfortunately can't get anything together in time, as well as the uncertainty about what's going on. So this year there will not be a ceremony, and we would still like to figure out a Citizen of the Year for this year. So that still needs to be done, and we'll discuss and decide at a later date amongst us all at what venue or event in the future we could honor a Citizen of the Year. Also, the Ted Shannon Golf Memorial that is usually held every May has been postponed, but that has been rescheduled for Sunday, September the 27th. So we'll definitely put out more information on that as that date gets closer later in the year. So moving on from that type of thing, we do have the 2020 street project still planned. Bids will be going out soon so that we would receive them in time for a possible award at the May council meeting. We did receive estimates from our engineer, Tim King, regarding Arrow Point Way for both a concrete option and an asphalt paving option. Asphalt is definitely cheaper. So what we are going to do is bid out both as an option. And when the bids come in, then as council, we can decide which route you'd like to go. Concrete will be more expensive, more than likely, but it's going to last longer. So we'll just compare the two when they come in. We've done that before for a bid option, and council can decide at that time what to do. I would like to ask council if they'd be willing to extend the closing on the High Street property until the end of May, maybe going to June, you know, depending on how things go because of the pandemic. Obviously, things have been moving a lot slower, and due to people working from home and others not maybe being available in their offices, I just like the opportunity to extend the deadline if that is okay with council.
I missed
Jenny,
part of that.
can you repeat that, Jenny? What are you trying to extend?
The closing on the High Street property that we owned, which was the, do you know, I'm sorry, okay. So we had a bid on that came in some time ago. We were trying to get that finalized and closed. And I think the last time we met before all this happened, we were gearing for a deadline of April 30th, but just like a little bit more time to hopefully try to get that accomplished.
Okay.
Have we spoke to the guy at all?
I talked to him about 3 weeks ago, and he said it's not a good time. So my impression is that if we want to relist that or whatever, that's what we should do. I don't think we should wait any longer.
And then that could be discussed as well, because again,
Okay.
if we relist it again, that means we have to put it out again on advertising, which is not cheap. So maybe this will be a point of discussion we should have at the May ECC meeting.
Okay. And he does expect to come back here once all the travel restrictions are lifted, but I got the impression talking to him that it's not something he can afford at the moment or doesn't want to extend himself to buy. So at least we know.
Okay. Like I said, we can discuss that in more detail at our next meeting.
Okay.
The new village handbook is ready to go. We had originally planned on having it passed out in April with our Fairfax forum. But as you remember, the forum last month was just a page flyer, which it'll probably be again this month, which we are mailing out to residents. So because we don't have the in-person delivery happening right now during the pandemic. So my plan now is to have it passed out in June with the regular forum, with the assumption that we can actually have that hand delivered again. So just wanted to make sure council was updated on that. Our dental plan renewal has been received for our full-time employees. We renew August 1st of this year. The rates are quoted as a 3% increase, but it is locked in for a 2-year term. So that's actually pretty good. So it's through July 31st of 2022. And just as an example, the cost for a family plan, it would be going from $93.71 a month to $96.52 a month. So not a huge increase, and over a 2-year period is a very good renewal. So we will not get any information in about our medical plan until end of May, beginning of June. And when we do get that, I'll report that to council at the time. Again, both dental and medical both renew on August 1st of this year. And the last item I have is just to mention under new business on the agenda, Ordinance 16 is an amendment to the agreement for the CRA real estate tax abatement that council previously adopted for the proposed development down at the old Swans property on Red Bank Road. Because of closing delays and now delays caused by the pandemic, it's just delayed everything. And the agreement is simply changing the dates so that the project, it can meet the dates of the project since everything has been held off a little bit. So Mr. Avis did review and approve the agreement and confirm that it's simply a date modification. But once we get to that point in the agenda, if there's any specific questions, please ask at that time. And that's the end of my report.
Anybody have any questions for Mrs. Kemner? Police chief's report. Chief Bronson is not here tonight, but Lieutenant Nachiani is. So, Lieutenant, do you have anything to say?
Just a couple of things. One, just kind of from our standpoint, the big changes that we've made are we have a schedule for twice a shift. They're getting cleaned by the officers along with the station through the maintenance department. So making sure we're keeping those clean throughout this. For the most part, everything's been pretty quiet. It's been busy in the office with the updates and all the changes and directives that come out daily. So we stay pretty busy there. Out on the streets, been fairly quiet. Walmart's kind of been hit or miss. We've had some really busy days and we've had days where there's nothing. So that's been pretty well. We have seen our domestic violence calls start to increase here in the last, say, 2 weeks or so. So we're hoping that those will calm down as they start opening things back up, and hopefully that'll work itself out. We in this with the lack of calls or the amount of work that's down. We've implemented a lot of training, so each officer is doing roughly probably somewhere between 5 and 10 hours a week of online training at a minimum. So that's been good for us. And today we mailed off our PAMET data to Sundance. So that should be uploaded or whatever they do to integrate that to a new RMS system shortly. So once that's done, then we should be completely done with PAMET and be able to move on from that. I think all I have. Any questions on the runs or the calls that we've had? Those will be available upon request if anybody needs them. That's all I have.
Any questions? Ronnie, did you mention that everybody is going on a 12-hour shift?
I did not. We've done that, I think, about 3 weeks now. It's worked out very well. It is a long day. I know that was some of the concerns. So far, we've had no issues with it. It's actually increased our amount of coverage. So it's been very good for coverage wise and, the officer safety standpoint of it. So it's worked out well so far.
Any questions for Lieutenant? Okay, thanks, Rodney.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rodney.
On to new business. Ordinance number 15, 2020.
Ordinance number 15, 2020 is authorizing the village administrator to execute an agreement to an amendment, to loan agreement with Little Miami Joint Fire and Rescue District and declaring an emergency.
This is what I called everybody about to talk to you about due to the pandemic and some unforeseen expenses so that we could help the fire district right now that we defer the payments until 2021. And I think it's really necessary to do. At this time, I need a motion to suspend the 3 readings.
So moved.
I can move. I'll second.
Okay, roll call, please.
Kim Reese,
Aye.
Mr. Ernst,
Aye.
Kessel,
Aye.
Ms. Lally,
Aye.
Ms. Resnick,
Aye.
Riffle,
Aye.
At this time, I need a motion to adopt ordinance number 15, 2020.
I so move.
I'll second.
who was that on the second?
Who seconded?
I'll take it.
Mr. Kessler.
Get it down, Rob?
Yeah.
Okay. Have roll call, please.
Kim Reese,
Aye.
Ernst,
Aye.
Mr. Kessel,
Aye.
Ms. Lally,
Aye.
Ms. Resnick,
Aye.
Riffle,
Aye.
Ordinance number 15, 2020 has been adopted. On to ordinance number 16, 2020.
This is authorizing the village administrator to execute an amended and restated community reinvestment area agreement with FC Realty LLC for a real property tax exemption pursuant to the community reinvestment area previously established by the village and declaring an emergency.
And this is the ordinance that Mrs. Kemper was telling us about. And again, it's just for getting the change to when this is available. So at this time, I need a motion to suspend the 3 readings.
I so move.
Have a second?
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Kim Reese,
Aye.
Mr. Ernst,
Aye.
Mr. Kessel,
Aye.
Ms. Lally,
Aye.
Ms. Resnick,
Aye.
Mr. Riffle.
Aye.
Ordinance number 16, 2020 has been adopted. Okay, on to resolution R3, 2020.
Authorizing the adoption of an alternative method of appropriating the local government fund.
Do you want
Do
to?
the adoption of 16, 2020?
Can we just do an adoption?
I thought we did the emergency only.
Emergency, okay, I'm sorry. Go back to ordinance 16, 2020. I need a motion to adopt ordinance number 16, 2020.
I so move.
I'll
I'll
second.
second.
Did you get that, Mr. Stoppus?
Yes.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Kim Reese,
Aye.
Ernst,
Aye.
Kessel,
Aye.
Ms. Lally,
Aye.
Ms. Resnick,
Aye.
and Mr. Riffle.
Aye.
Ordinance number 16, 2020 has been adopted. onto resolution R3, 2020.
Again, R3 is authorizing the adoption of an alternative method of apportioning, the local government fund.
Do you want to explain this to them, what this is for?
This is something that looks like they update it, not very often. I think it looks like every 8 years. So it's just basically how the money is apportioned down, all the way down to the village and city level. Certain things that are taken off the top. And then when it comes right down to it, it's for the village, it's based on different things like miles of roadway and population and things like that.
Do we have any questions on this?
No.
This time I need a motion to adopt resolution R3, 2020.
Also move.
Second.
Roll call.
Ms. Camerisi,
Aye.
Ernst,
Aye.
Mr. Kessel.
Aye.
Ms. Lally,
Aye.
Resnick,
Aye.
Riffle.
All right.
Resolution R3, 2020 has been adopted. Resolution R4, 2020.
Authorizing the drawing of warrants and payment of amounts due upon contracts or orders for $3,000 or more pursuant to a then and now certificate. Conformance with revised code section 5705.41D1.
Do we have any questions on this?
No.
All right, I need a motion to adopt resolution R4.
I so move.
Second,
I'll second.
roll call.
Camerisi,
Aye.
Mr. Ernst,
Aye.
Mr. Kessel,
Aye.
Ms. Lally,
Aye.
Ms. Resnick,
Aye.
Mr. Riffle.
Okay, resolution R4, 2020 has been adopted. On to old business. Ordinance number 11, 2020. Second reading.
Approving the Village of Fairfax, Ohio Energy Special Improvement District Program Plan, Residential Plan, authorizing and approving the execution, delivery, and performance of a village residential PACE cooperative agreement with respect to the property assessed clean energy actions in cooperation with the Village of Fairfax, Ohio Energy Special Improvement District and the Toledo Lucas County Port Authority, authorizing the Toledo Lucas County Port Authority to approve services submitted by the owners of real the village, requesting that their property be added to the territory of the Village of Fairfax, Ohio Energy Special Improvement District and assessed for the cost of such plans on behalf of the council of the village. Second reading.
And this is the second reading. Does anybody have any questions for tonight? Okay.
Nope.
Ordinance number 12, 2020. Second reading.
Providing for the employment of legal counsel.
Everybody knows what this is for. So, we have any questions on it? I need a motion to, I'm sorry. Again, it's a second reading. Our third reading will be in May. Ordinance number 13, 2020.
Amending section 70.37 of the traffic code of the Village of Fairfax, prohibiting and providing penalties for driving under suspension. Second reading.
Do we have any questions on this? And that's a second read. Third reading will be at the May council meeting. Okay, at this time we got council discussion. Is there any council discussion? Do you have any questions?
I have a question. Did you guys see that note from a lady on Watterson talking about the parking?
Yes.
I replied to her today.
Okay, has the police department done anything in regards to that, or did they even see the note?
They seen it. I've talked to Rodney and I've talked to Jeff. I mean, there's some discussions that we can have on it, but right now our hands are really tied because it's a public street. And if they move the car within a 24-hour period, which it seems like they're doing, there's not much we can do about it. So until we sat down to really discuss this more and if we can come up with some way to do it. Right now, I mean, I've asked Rodney today to not put pressure, but to kind of keep an eye on it closely. If they're not moving the cars, get them marked. Because supposedly they have 5 cars and only 2 drivers. We talked to Ms. Rock numerous times about this. So
Yeah.
what we hope to do is sit down with the ECC meeting in May if we get a chance to get together and discuss. Any other questions?
Sorry.
Oh my God, who's got a dog fight?
Kenny,
Any other council discussions?
It was good.
We're open for adjournment.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
Do roll call, please.
Camerisi,
Aye.
Ernst,
Aye.
Mr. Kessel,
aye.
Miley,
Aye.
Resnick,
Aye.
Mr. Riffle.
Aye.
Thank you for signing in, and I stay safe out there.
You guys.
Adjourn.